Yo, what's up, guys? It's Terrell here from Terrell Game Vlogs, and I just saw something. I want to shout out the Zipblock Gory. I don't know if he even makes videos still, probably not. But I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he shared this video for me, and I just got home from work. Well, I got home from the gym after I came home from work. But he shared this teaser, which pretty much is a teaser clip for a Popeye 2016 movie. And I thought, and I looked at it, and I was like, yo, this is legit. And it's amazing that a Popeye teaser clip for a movie that doesn't come out until 2016, that's only like a minute and a half, makes represented Popeye better than the Smurfs do in either of their movies. The amount of fan service in here was mind-boggling. Granted, I'm not even that huge of Popeye. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, Popeye. To me, Popeye's around the same area with me as like Woody Woodpecker. Meaning, I saw a good chunk of his stuff, but I didn't like ever get like hardcore into it, which usually had something to do with the way the show was presented. Popeye, for example, was a show that, for all intents and purposes, never really didn't even have an ongoing plot line. There would be fucking cartoons. Oh yeah, by the way, check out my Luffy shirt, swagged out. All right, anyways, there would be plot lines in which Olive Oil and Popeye weren't even together. Some of them they are, some of them they aren't. It really just depended on the cartoon or the short of that particular time because it fluctuated. Like the continuity went all over the fucking place. And the teaser still managed to capture the spirit of Popeye in like every way. If it wasn't the fact that Olive Oil's like movement and action is still the whole tall, lanky, cartoony look. Like she still looks the way she does in the old. It's like they literally took the old cartoon and they just brought it into CGI. CGI animation. Shit looked great. The only thing I will say is that I don't know if it's just me, and maybe you can. I'll leave the link to the teaser in the description because obviously I can't show it. Does Popeye look younger to you? Because he looks younger to me. Maybe that's just me, but like they captured a lot of the just basic Popeye lore. Like for example, Olive Oil's all lanky and shit, and if you know how they used to do her in the cartoons, Olive Oil didn't really have that much of a personality. Like because she's really just uses the driving force behind like the majority of the cartoons. The majority of the cartoons was like maybe Olive Oil wants Popeye and Bruno to compete at something, or maybe she usually ends up either being the prize in most situations, or she's like the trigger for most situations. And sometimes it's not even Bruno; it's Bruno, but like dressed as someone else or being portrayed as someone else. So I thought it was cool that they used like and a lot of the gags in terms of her actions is that because she's really tall and lanky, a lot of her actions had her. She was always in weird ass positions, and if you watch the teaser, she does the same thing. Like when she's running around between the pirate's legs, she looks so off and awkward. But the people who watch Popeye, that's exactly how she would be animated anyway. That's how she was in the old cartoons. She'd be like, "Oh, Popeye," and her body be all over the fucking place, and that's legit. The other thing I thought was a really cool nod because this character didn't even show up that often. I don't remember the character's name, but I recognize the character. The cat that you see in the teaser is actually from the original show. There were a few shorts where he had to take care of this cat that had the ability to like disappear on him all the fucking time and used to troll the shit out of Popeye. The only thing I find interesting is that in the CGI trailer, he just pops in and pops out. Versus in the other ones, he used to fade in and fade out, like he was actually fading in as if he was like slowly turning invisible. But I love the fact that he's in there and they use him and Popeye to do like the weird, crazy gadgets and the slapstick comedy, like the obvious. Oh look, I'm gonna appear and disappear over all your enemies' heads, and you're gonna be too stupid to realize that you're gonna end up beating the shit out of your enemies trying to hit me, and then we're gonna cap it off with you hitting yourself because I just happened to pop up behind you. Ding! I like the fact it wasn't even like overly modern. It wasn't like, oh, we're gonna put some rap music in the background or some dubstep. Like it was like Popeye doesn't really have a soundtrack per se, but it didn't feel out of place. That was the whole point. Um, I guess they're going with the traditional Popeye the Sailor thing because they're actually on a boat in the teaser. I don't know how much this will actually correlate to the actual movie. We got 2 years. A lot of things can change. But I'll say this teaser looks extremely promising. Like, to me, that was the spirit of Popeye in a nutshell. Like, that's all you had to do. I like how they're obviously alluding to Bruno with all the pirates coming to attack them because the pirates want Olive Oil. Like, you can even see it. They want Olive Oil. Why would they want Olive Oil? Well, that's probably because Bruno, for all intents and purposes, always wanted to catch Olive Oil. Even though not all the time there was Popeye the Sailor Red stuff. I wonder if we'll see Mr. Hamburger. I don't know if you remember. The dude who had the big nose, and like I forget his actual name, but I remember his name was like Mr. Hamburger. He used to, that's what I used to call him, because he used to walk around eating hamburgers all the fucking time. Everything he did, he and Popeye were like kind of casual friends, and they would he would just be eating hamburgers. Shit would be hilarious, just because he'd be so dead ass about it. He would have like no fucks to give. It's like hamburger, oh, hamburger. I might be confusing that hamburger joke with the Pink Panther stuff, but still, the character exists and he was funny as hell to watch. Side note about the voice acting. Correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe people wouldn't know, but isn't that Popeye's voice actor? I mean, not Popeye. Isn't that SpongeBob's voice actor voicing Popeye? And it sounds like Frankie's voice actor is from Foster's Home Imaginary Friends is voicing Olive Oil. Granted, her seems a little bit different, which is kind of ironic because I always thought if they were going to do a Popeye film, the only other person I could see voicing Popeye animated would be Robin Williams, and there's the irony of it all. That he died, what it's been like a month or 2 months, and you have a Popeye animated film teaser come out, and you're just like, damn it. Because you're just like, oh god, it's literally one of those damn it moments. But I'm just happy it's a good representation of Popeye, and it doesn't look like a piece of shit. I've been, you know what I really want? I want a Woody Woodpecker. Same thing, Woody Woodpecker. Granted, I don't know as much Woody Woodpecker lore, because Woody Woodpecker added a lot of shit over years, and also got a ridiculous amount of updates. Popeye never really got updated. It was kind of like Popeye was a thing, and then Popeye just kind of faded away. Like that's literally how it was. He kind of came and went. But for all intents and purposes, this teaser was G as shit. That was also the designs of the characters look exactly like Popeye characters. The only character who looks weird is Popeye himself. I think the only other thing is that I guess they're using the more chilled out version of Popeye, because the more violent. Because if anyone knows Popeye is like one of those types of dude who gets angered easily and like is hardcore in fights. But because it's a movie, they can't have Popeye like beasting through everything like he would usually do until Bruno kicked his ass, and then he would eat the spinach, and then shit would go down, and you wouldn't fuck with Popeye no more. By the way, I know this is a hope for a movie that doesn't come out for another 2 years, but I want to go ahead and mention this now. I hope the guy they only used the spinach thing like at the very end of the movie, because to me that's how the cartoon did it. The cartoon didn't abuse spinach 6 times. It was like, you would make spinach a plot point. I'm just saying, like, he shouldn't eat the spinach, become a G until like the end. And they got to do the ridiculous animation where like the shit goes through his arm gets huge, he goes to the other arm and gets huge, and usually he does like he flexes and like the most ridiculous shit's happening inside of his muscles. That has got to happen. That is like, and see, as I said, I'm not even huge into Popeye like that. But like, I remember enough of it to go, this teaser was legit. Check it out. We got like 2 years until the movie comes out, but I fuck with this. If the movie ends up being anything in the style of the original, and granted, I'm interested to see what kind of story they're gonna do. But I hope Mr. Hamburger guy shows up. And I think Popeye's grandfather showed up in a few cartoons. I don't specifically remember that as well. But I do remember there being an older relative of Popeye, and it might be his grandfather. I'm not sure. Point is, I can't wait. The shit looks legit. Thank you to Zip Glory for even just posting this on Facebook and letting me see this shit. Please check it out in the description below. Tell me your thoughts, comments, and if you don't know what that is, that ain't Falco. Oh, that was the game for your boy Terrell, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace off.